half and just how you were able to get things going?
Well, we talked a lot about just staying composed, and I knew that it was just a matter of time before we was gonna make some big plays. So once I got the ball in my hand, I just knew I had to make a play. So that's what I tried to do every time I touched it, and when I didn't touch the ball, I just tried to make sure I helped make plays.
And then just wondering, Quentin was just here, and it was his first start. What was his composure like in the huddle? Was it the same guy that you see at practice, or
Q, he's always been the same. It's funny because me and Q, back when we were freshmen, every time we would go in the game, we would be like, at least when we get in, we know we winning, because we'd get in at the end of the game, and we'd win every game when me and Q got in. So, yeah, he's always been the same. He stayed composed.
Was it kind of surreal to feel that in a game where it was kind of tied or undecided?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm really proud of him, how he handled himself.
John, you just talk about the offensive line. It seemed like they got stronger as the game went on, and then that helped you have that huge finish to the game.
Oh, yeah, well, I give kudos to those guys, everybody who stepped in. Vinzel stepped in for the play that he got in, and he helped score a touchdown as well. And those guys are just all fired up, and they've been going hard all camp, so I didn't expect anything less from them.
When you go back and watch the film and watch what Trey was able to get done, how impressive is that?
I mean, I've been saying that he was going to be a good one, and we just looking forward to him progressing throughout this year.
Did you hear from Alvin at all after the game?
No, I haven't heard from AK yet, but I mean, I got a long season. He got a season to worry about too, so I mean, he go hit me up when he get a chance to.
How'd you feel after the game? I mean, you took a lot of punishment. A lot of people say you were small. You run pretty physical. I mean, how are you feeling today?
I don't know about the punishment, but I mean, I took some hits. We was playing football out there, and I mean, I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to play another game.
Do you find yourself getting stronger as the game wears on?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's about getting a good start and just getting a roll to it, getting a feel for the game. And once I got a feel for it, I was just like, you know what, this is gonna be a long one. I can bang it out.
Was there anything specific that you could point out where it just kind of clicked because it was slow to start and then something happened and it just was working?
I mean, it was just a matter for more guys on the field to make plays. That's really what it was about. And once those guys started making plays, we all just start feeding off of each other.
I noticed, I looked up at one point in the fourth quarter, you only had 11 carries, I think, at that point in the game. It was part of the game plan for you guys to maybe throw it a little bit more, and did that open things up later in the game for you guys?
mean, we had plays dialed up from Coach Scott, but it's not like we really had to make too many adjustments. We just wanted to go out there and make sure we established the run second half, so that's what we did when we came out.
John, you got a lot of talk right now on Tennessee's defense about the trash can. Do you feel cheated at all that you don't get to dunk any balls when you score touchdowns?
Oh, no, trust me, if we ever get in a situation where we turn the ball over or anything, I'm going to try to get me a turnover so I can go dunk it in the trash can too, so I ain't tripping.
What's your advice for Ty Chandler and those other guys that are waiting behind you like you waited behind some other guys?
I just tell those guys they got to stay ready. That's all it's about, is when your opportunity comes, you got to take full advantage of it, because I was once the same guy. You know, just like your opportunity is going to come, and you got to make sure that you're ready.
Anything stand out to you about their performances on Monday?
Well, they went out there and they didn't make any mistakes and they didn't miss any assignments. So I'm just proud that those guys were out there, was able to go out there and just stay composed.
Obviously a game in national spotlight on Monday, but talk about playing at Neyland. You know, this is the first time this season you get to play there. What's that feeling like?
Oh, man, I can't wait to get out there. We got the best fans in the country, so it's always a good one once we get the chance to go out there and kneel.
John, I know it's a relatively new team, but is there any, when you guys are facing a deficit like that, does anything from last year come into play where you guys have known, like, hey, when you're down that much, does that carry over at all with the new team, even with new faces?
I mean, yeah, because we got some guys that's had experience in like some of the games that we won and lost last year that was close ones, but it was also a good learning experience for those younger guys to just let them know that adversity can strike at any moment, but you gotta just keep fighting.
It was said that last year that you run like you're angry with the grass. What is that brings that out of you?
I mean, I'm not trying to get tackled, and I know what I'm doing it for. I got a lot of people back home that's riding on me, so I came all the way down here for a reason, so I'm trying to make the best of it every time I touch it.
John, you talked about it a little bit, but how much of it, how much can that help a team build an identity the way you won the other night when guys like, Darrell Taylor, who've not been in that role, come through, Marquez Callaway, Quentin, how big is that as far as, bringing you guys together?
I mean, I've been talking about it since day one. We got some good playmakers on our team, and DT, he was once one of my roommates, and I always had a lot of faith in DT. So I'm not surprised that he was able to go out there and make the plays that he made, but it's definitely showing the guys that, hey, anybody can become a household name at any moment. So just take advantage of your reps that you get.
John, the defense is taking a lot of abuse, I guess, social media, the numbers, Georgia Tech. You went up against these guys. What do you think about the Tennessee defense and what we're going to see from them?
Oh, I mean, they can only get better from here on out. Georgia Tech was a really good team, really disciplined team at that. And, I mean, they got one of those kind of offenses that you don't usually face. So that was our defense's first time against it. But they went out there and they held them to a point deficit where we can come out with a win. So I'm not mad at it.
That was really your first game as being the guy. Do you feel like you went out there and showed the SEC what you were all about?
I hope so. I hope they're ready for it.
What about this week, John? I mean, the conventional wisdom is, only play a guy like you for a half, if possible. Let those young guys play. I mean, how do you manage that, and how do you feel about maybe letting those young guys get a little playing time this week?
Oh, I would love to see my younger guys get out there and play. That's really, like, I'm pretty much like the most unselfish guy in that room. I want to see them go out there and ball every chance they get. And I got some friends that play for Indiana State, so they don't even know what they about to get coming to them.
John, it took a little while for the offense to get going, but the way the unit responded, scored after each turnover, scored after the missed field goal, how important is that, and what kind of pride do you guys take in being able to do that?
Well, we take a lot of pride in first taking care of the ball. So I'm glad that we weren't able to turn it over, but it was just we played a good complementary football. So once the defense was able to provide those stops for us, we just wanted to take full advantage of it and get some points in the end zone because we owed it to them.
What kind of loss is Juwan Jennings for the offense? How do you guys make up for not having him out there?
I mean, Juwan, he's not going to be out there on the field with us, but he's definitely going to still be in those receivers' ear in the locker room, in the studying room, like in the film room as well. But it's a big loss for us. But we got some guys that's ready to step up. I know we did.
Couple more.
What was your message on the sideline? ESPN said that you were pretty vocal with the guys on the sideline. What were some of the things you were saying as trying to get the offense going there?
Well, honestly, when we in the midst of a game, I kind of lose sight of some of the stuff that I be saying. But I just wanted to let those guys know that we had to have each other's back and that we needed them in order to get this win. We needed everybody, like guys on the O-line, the defense. We needed the receivers to make plays, and we needed the specialists as well. We needed the kick returners to give us good field position. So I just told them that we just needed them all.
And what does this win mean? I mean, there's a new coordinator, there's a new quarterback. You're the new go-to guy. To win a game in that fashion, what do you think that does for the team?
It just shows them that we're a pretty resilient team. And I mean, it don't matter who's out there. We got playmakers everywhere. So it just shows that we can go out there with anybody and we got the potential to win every game.
When you went back and watched film, did Coach G say anything about you stretching for the goal line there?
Of course he did. Of course he did. He just let me know that, I put it on film that I would extend the ball at the goal line, but I was like, Coach, I was being smart with it. I knew when to pull it out and when to pull it back. So I'm just being aware of it.
Does he normally tell you guys not to do that, or is it a judgment call? Or?
It's like a judgment call, he'll say for the most part, but he kind of says don't do it unless we have to.
Last question.
Where were you on the sidelines? How were you watching your reaction to the big stop on Georgia Tech's 2-point try?
Oh, I was standing on the bleachers. I was standing on the little on the bleachers or whatever. I was hoping that DT made the play, and then once I saw that he did make the play, I'm like, yeah, it was a huge sigh of relief.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.